Chapter 6.3, Calculating Discounts and Increases. Again, this will be using percent, so you can see how in the try these, it's calculating percent of a number. So 25% of means multiply, 25% is 0.25 of 800. Now, thinking about this without a calculator, 25% of 100 is 25, so 25 times 8 is 200 if you didn't have a calculator. Okay, but you can do it on the calculator. So 0.25 times 800. Okay, next one, 80%, 0.8 times 1500 is 1200. Okay, dollars in this case. All right, Hilda needs to make room for the summer line in her clothing store. She needs to calculate sale prices for her existing stock and set prices for her new arrivals. How much will she charge for an $80 pair of jeans with a discount of $25, as 25%? So we're going to do this in 2 steps, and I'll show you how to do it in 1. So the actual discount is where you calculate what 25% of 80 is. So think about 25% is 1/4 of a dollar if we're thinking money. 1/4 of 100 is 25. So 1/4 of 80 is $20. Okay, but you can do that on your calculator. In this case, so then we would go 80 minus 20 is $60. Now, a little bit faster way of doing this is to think about this here is 100%. That's what the ticket price is for the pair of jeans. If a discount of 25% is taken off, then we're subtracting 25% of that price. So really what you're going to end up paying is 75%. So we can calculate right away what 75% of 80 is. And if you check it on your calculator, you should get the same, $60. Okay, so if you didn't have to know what the value of the discount is, then you can just go right to this. So you need to read the question carefully when you're doing these. Hilda bought a new line of jeans for $42.50 per pair. So she brought that from the wholesaler, and then she will then mark it up and put a price tag on, and then that's when we will buy it. So she will mark them up by 48%. So what will she charge for the jeans? So we need to figure out what 48% is of what she pays. So here, $42.50 times 0.48 is $20.4, which is $20.40. And so what she'll charge is, and put on the ticket, is the $42.50 plus $20.40. So that's already in there. I'll just add $42.50 and I get $62.90. Okay, a lot of stores will have 100% markup. So that would mean if she bought it for $42.50, she'd sell it for $85, right? Add on 100%. So she's not doing that in this case, but some stores do, and that's why they can then put it on sale and still make some money. Okay, what profit will Hilda make for each pair of jeans sold? So the profit, so here the profit is, so for this case, let's just see if it has to do with the sale. She needs to calculate sale for her existing stock and set prices for her new arrivals. Yeah, so that's new arrivals. So here the profit is the markup. So the markup is $20.40. This sale part is for the summer jeans. Okay. Now, is that profit? Well, of that markup, because she had to pay the $42.50, she also has to pay employees. She has to pay rent for her store. She has to pay utilities. She has to pay banking fees, all that kind of stuff, like supplies. So that's why most stores have a markup of 100%. Owen is offering a discount on an apartment of 1/5 off the first month's rent of $1,200. What will the first month's rent be? So we want to figure out what the discount is, 1/5 of 1,200. Okay, so 1,200. So you can multiply by 1, divide by 5, or you can just divide by 5 right away. 1/5 is the same as dividing by 5. Okay, so $240. So we want to subtract that from the regular rent, and so that's going to be $960. Now a little bit faster way, because all it is asking for the first month's rent. So again, think about, you are going to pay this, and so if you're taking 1/5 off, you'll end up paying 1 minus 1/5, okay, which will be 4/5 of the price. So let's check that. If I go 1,200 times 4/5, so in my calculator, I go 1,200 times 4 divided by 5, I get 960. Okay, so that's the fast way. All right, so I guess that's what's really done here. So this was calculate the cost in one step. So 1/5 or 20% off means 4/5 or 80% of the original price. So we already did that, 960. Okay, next example, Ben bought a house for $265,000. After 1 year, it increased in value by 4%. What was the value of Ben's house after 1 year? So we're going to do this in one step. You can see it here. So it keeps its value. So it keeps 100%, 265,000, and then it increases. So 4% is added on. These have to both be percents in order to add them together. So really it's worth 104% after 1 year. 104% as a decimal without a percent sign is 1.04, and that's here. This is the 100% plus 4%, 20% sign, and 4% 0.04, so this is 1.04, right? And that's the same. Okay, and so that's what we multiply through, because my calculator doesn't have a percent symbol. So 265,000 times 1.04, so it is worth 275,600. It increased in price, so it should be a bigger value, which it is. Okay, Ada paid $693 wholesale for mirrors that sell for $990 retail. What discount was she given? So she really, I guess, paid the wholesale price, but that was the sale price, and this is the original price. So this is original, this is the sale price for her. So what percent of the original price is the sale price? So again, there's a couple ways of doing this, but this is one way. So if we take what she actually pays, $693 as compared to the retail price, if we divide that, you end up with 0.7, which is 70%. So she ended up paying 70% of the original. So what is the discount? That means 30% was taken off. Alternatively, you could have subtracted these. So let's do it that way as well. So what is 990 minus 693? So the dollar discount is sometimes what I call it, is 297. And what's that compared to this sale price? The original price, because that's always what you get your discount from. So then you would go 297 divided by 990. and then multiply it by 100 and you get 30%. Okay, so that is how you can calculate how much was taken off. And I think we're going to look at one more question from the practice. Question 5, Alicia restored an old motorcycle. She paid $26,000, spent $3,500 on repairs, and sold it for $37,000. What percent profit did she make? So, first of all, how much did she spend on it? So the total cost is $26,000 plus $3,500. You can use a calculator, but it's really $29,500. Okay, and what she sold it for is $37,000. Okay, so you want to compare the difference between those. So the profit, so the dollar profit is the difference. I guess I forgot the sign. Okay, so really she made $7,500. Okay, and so then we want to compare that. We usually compare that to the total cost. So not to what she sold it to in this case, because you always want to think what you're referring to. So what percent profit did she make? That means compared to what she paid out. Okay, so her cost. So the percent profit will be 7,500 divided by 29,500 times by 100%. Let's see here. So 7,500 divided by 29,500 times by 100 is about 25% if we go to the nearest whole number. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 6.3.